Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Big Sam Golf. And today we are here at the Black Bear Golf Resort with PGA professional Roger Adams. Thank you very much for letting me in this case, because this looks unreal. So here, guys, we've got a massive, massive Scotty Cameron collection, and it's gone over some years, hasn't it?
Yeah, like I said, I started collecting them, I think, in '96.
Okay, so what's that, nearly 24 years, 25
Something
years?
like that, yeah.
Superb. And obviously we start off right to left, haven't we? You used a lot of these on the right hand side. I don't know where you started here before the TIs. Were these the... Oh, these are Platinum editions?
The Pro Platinums on the end were the, this was actually my first one.
Wow.
And then we went here, and then we went here, but like I said, as you can see...
We'll drop a couple of close-ups in the bottom of these here, guys. So these are generally where you started playing as what? How old would you have been then?
It was right after high school, so
okay,
not real young, but
just getting out sort of first putt, just kind of fanning your game and moving on from that.
Yeah.
And then just obviously discovered your love for Scotties as you've gone through your career. And you said you've only been the professional here for what, 3.5 years?
Yeah.
It's a long career, mate, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. So as you started collecting, what did then you move towards? So obviously you got your Pro Platinums, you go into sort of the TIs, as Tiger started winning the Masters and little things like that.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods fan?
If you're in the business, I think, most people are in some fashion, whether some people don't want to admit it or not, but I mean, it obviously put golf on the map a lot more than it was.
Completely. I mean, I can't imagine the change in the US when this was all going off. I mean, from your perspective, golf must have gone from, yay to 100. Obviously, you being a professional at the time yourself.
Right. I mean, it was just unheard of. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, when you were making bets on Tiger versus the field, I mean, it just doesn't happen anymore.
Do you know what? We actually talked about this in the car on the way here. What sort of price was Tiger to actually win events? Because we were saying, would it be between 4 to 8 to 1? Would it be more? How would you actually play that?
It was interesting, and I guess where you guys are from. I mean, Lee Westwood was a good player.
Yeah, Westwood was always
Monty. I mean. But like I said, when Tiger came on, I mean, you could actually bet him or the field. I mean, would you pick 155 other guys or Tiger in a tournament? Well, and that was, I mean, he was winning at that time. He was winning 30% of his events.
We were saying, I think it was 2002. He won 8 of his events back to back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, this is where you're saying you came in with the Terillium with the TI3.
Yeah, it was something that kind of came along, and back then they were $199. I mean, now they're new they're what, for $459 or something for just a standard, but all that's
in dollars in the US.
Yes.
So now to pick something up like this of the second edition of the Terillium, you're looking at 1,000 English, so around about $1,350.
Yeah.
You cannot get them. Everybody loves them.
It's crazy. It's unheard of. I mean, he kind of, I mean, he's a craftsman at what he does, but. It was something that I kind of really did by accident.
Yeah.
I mean, I just kind of had them stuck in my office and collecting, and then somebody says, you got to put them on display. And
that's how we come to the cabinet shop. I mean, this is by far one of the best collections I've seen in a pro shop. And I mean, you were saying a lot of these on the left-hand side are actually refurbs from trade-ins. So this is people that didn't know or obviously assumed what they had, but had beaten the putter up, not looked after it. And then you could take advantage of that, send it to Scotty, and it's like new again.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to, I mean, you can see, if you look at a couple of these that have been refinished, I mean, they look like they're straight out of the factory. Cases are remilled and...
So they're unbelievable, aren't they? I mean, that Pro Platinum is absolutely untouched.
Those are used, and they were some of them were beat, when I got them, and, thankfully, because the at the time, the owner didn't know that they were really, I mean, and I gave them... the fair value, but
absolutely.
You turn around and spend 120 or whatever to get it refinished.
You've always got to remember that these things cost money, and a lot of people I have people coming into my pro shop now, and people go, okay, I want 100 English for this traded in. Well, that's fair. I'm offering more than what we call golf bidder. It's kind of like the PGA Pro Store over here. Mm-hmm. And then it'll cost me, say, £250 to send it over to the US to get it refurbed, because obviously you have aftermarket refurbs, but they're not anywhere near this quality. Right. And to finish this video, I'm going to ask you for your 3 favourite Scotties.
My 3 favorites would be my first one. Yeah. Which is the Pro Platinum, the Del Mar 3.
So we'll bang a little picture of this down below now so you guys can see. So that was your first one. Which is number 2?
This one here, just because, and the Terillium.
Your first
the Studio Select and this, again, you can see the slant neck was kind of, my thing.
Your thing, yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's my kind of play. I like that.
I've since gone to mallets and stuff myself, but those were my, that's the way I kind of started. I still pick up one and say, I like that.
Yeah. And the last one? What's the last little baby?
The Terillium.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think Any Tiger fan, it's the trillion,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
The long
again.
neck in that sort of era was unbelievable. But again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll stick a couple of pictures down below and you guys can enjoy this collection from home. We'll be back again with some more content in a few days' time because we're going to still be in here in Orlando for another week or so. Buddy, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you next week, guys.